How did this shocking golf meltdown become one of the sport's most unforgettable moments? This is an exclusive look into golf's most heartbreaking moments, where dreams were shattered in an instant. From last-hole mistakes to losses that changed careers, these stories prove that in golf, nothing is certain until the final putt is made. This one's jaw-dropping. We dug through Golf Digest and Golf WRX to find the most painful losses in the sport's history. Stay tuned as we unpack the emotional journeys of these three golf icons. Their legacies will leave you speechless. Let me first give you a glimpse of the pressure these two legends faced as they stood on the 18th tee. One of the most devastating collapses in golf history took place at Winged Foot, serving as a powerful reminder of how quickly everything can fall apart. On the final hole, two legendary players came agonizingly close to glory, only to see it slip away in a matter of minutes. Colin Montgomerie, known for being one of the greatest players to never win a major, was just one solid par away from finally changing that narrative. His tee shot was promising, landing just short and slightly to the right of the flag. But then, things took a turn for the worse. His next shot landed in the rough, and what should have been a straightforward finish turned into a nightmare. 3 painful putts later, his dream of winning was shattered, and the crowd stood in stunned silence, watching years of hard work unravel in an instant. Then came Phil Mickelson, full of confidence and determined to win his first US Open. But on that same 18th hole, disaster struck. His tee shot veered far left into the trees, setting off a chain of mistakes that would cost him the tournament. A failed attempt to escape, a poor bunker shot, and finally, a crushing double bogey. Both Montgomerie and Mickelson, despite their incredible talent, succumbed to the overwhelming pressure, watching their long-awaited victories vanish before their eyes. Their heartbreaking losses at Winged Foot remain some of the most painful moments in golf history, proving that in this sport, nothing is guaranteed until the final putt drops. Up next, let's rewind to the moments when Tiger Woods broke down in tears and Max Homa walked away in heartbreak. Tiger Woods, one of the greatest golfers of all time, put both his talent and emotions on display during the 2006 Open Championship. That year, he showed a rare, vulnerable side. But by the time Sunday rolled around, he was back in control, dominating the course at Royal Liverpool. With intense focus and determination, he secured the win, finishing with his signature fist pump as his final putt sank into the hole. This victory was deeply personal, coming just months after the passing of his father, who had always been his biggest supporter. Winning in such a meaningful way made the moment even more emotional. That year, Tiger lost his father, Earl Woods, who had been his mentor and guiding force throughout his career. What happened after his win left the world speechless. As the crowd's cheers quieted, Tiger hugged his caddy, Steve Williams, and broke down in tears. This wasn't just another trophy. It was a tribute to his father, a powerful mix of grief, love, and triumph all unfolding on the green. In that moment, it wasn't just about golf. It was about everything Tiger had been through, all the emotions pouring out in front of millions. Just when you thought these moments couldn't get any more heartbreaking, we're building up to something even more shocking. Stay with us. You won't believe what's coming next. In another unforgettable moment, Max Homa found himself with a chance to force a playoff. His chip shot seemed perfect as it soared toward the hole, but in a heartbreaking twist, it lipped out at the last second. The disappointment was clear. Later, he reflected on the pain of not being able to win with his loved ones watching. The support from fans and family was overwhelming, but the near miss still stung. After 4 long years and 1,610 days without a victory, his return to the winner's circle was about more than just another title. It was proof of his resilience. His incredible play on holes 15, 16, and 17 put him back in the fight, giving him a real shot at a comeback. It was a reminder that perseverance and belief can lead to something great, even after years of setbacks. Now, let's break down how a 2-stroke penalty sparked controversy in the golf world. Meanwhile, Bernhard Langer stood over a 6-foot putt, with the Ryder Cup hanging in the balance. The pressure couldn't have been greater. If he made the putt, Europe would win. If he missed, the United States would take the victory. The tension was overwhelming. As he hit the ball, it rolled smoothly until it didn't. It skimmed the edge of the hole and kept going, making the crowd gasp in shock. Langer stood frozen, disbelief written all over his face. The moment was crushing. As the American team cheered, popping champagne in celebration, Langer walked into the team room and broke down. Seve Ballesteros, his longtime teammate, comforted him, and they cried together. Two fighters feeling the weight of a battle that had come down to the wire. Europe's dreams were crushed in one of the most dramatic Ryder Cup endings ever. A similar moment played out at the 2016 U.S. Women's Open, where Anna Nordqvist and Brittany Lang battled in a nerve-wracking playoff. On the second playoff hole, Nordqvist unknowingly brushed the sand in a bunker with her club, a mistake that meant an automatic 2-stroke penalty. Officials checked video footage and confirmed the penalty, but Nordqvist wasn't told until after her next shot, while Lang found out earlier. The late ruling caught Nordqvist off guard, sparking debate about fairness and how strictly golf rules should be enforced. Despite the setback, she pushed through to the last hole but couldn't make up for the penalty. Can't wait to see which golf icon's legacy took the most unexpected turn. We're almost there. Now, another unforgettable moment in golf came when Tom Watson, at 59 years old, was just one hole away from becoming the oldest major champion ever. All he needed was a par on the 18th hole at Turnberry to win the Claret Jug. His approach shot looked perfect, but it took a bad bounce and rolled off the green. His putt to save par missed by inches, forcing a playoff that he couldn't win. The disappointment was huge, but for those who watched, it was an honor to witness such a historic moment. In the end, Bubba Watson played with emotion, Jack Newton fought against fate, and Payne Stewart left us too soon. What lasting legacy do they leave behind? At the Travelers Championship, Bubba Watson's victory turned emotional when he dedicated his win to his father. Overcome with tears, he expressed deep gratitude, making the moment even more poignant. Jack Newton, once one of golf's brightest rising stars, saw his career abruptly end in a devastating accident. Rushing to catch a flight at Sydney Airport, Newton accidentally walked into a spinning propeller. The horrific accident resulted in the loss of his right arm, his right eye, part of his abdomen, and nearly his life. His tragic story remains one of the most shocking incidents in professional golf history. Payne Stewart's victory at the 1999 U.S. Open, sealed with a dramatic 15-foot putt, was a moment of pure triumph. It showcased his skill, confidence, and passion for the game. But just a few months later, tragedy struck in an unimaginable way. His private jet lost cabin pressure, causing it to fly uncontrolled on autopilot for hours before running out of fuel and crashing in a remote area. Everyone on board, including Stewart, lost their lives. Stewart was more than a talented golfer. He was a true competitor, known for his sportsmanship, charisma, and determination. He believed that when faced with hardship, you have two choices: to give up and retreat, or to push forward and keep going. His life and career reflected that mindset, inspiring many both on and off the golf course. The golf world deeply mourned his loss. Fans, fellow players, and sports lovers everywhere remembered him not just for his achievements, but for the way he carried himself, with grace, resilience, and a love for the game. His tragic passing reminds us that golf, much like life, is full of both incredible highs and heartbreaking lows. It is not just a sport, but a reflection of perseverance, passion, and the human spirit. We hope you enjoyed this look at some of the most heartbreaking moments in golf. These stories show that in this game, nothing is certain until the last putt goes in. Subscribe to get a closer look at the greatest moments in golf, the legends who made history, and the most intense games ever played.